So we needed to contract our muscles to do a movement, especially, at the reversing point. And so that's one important part of the standing exercise. We call them muscles tightening and loosening, because we contract the muscles and let them go. That's one important part. And the first important part, another important part is meditation, which is E. So we all know that. We had a lot of meditation intentions to keep the posture, to do the movement. So two aspects, the E and the muscles as one. The muscles tightening and loosening. And so one of the founder, the teacher, one of the founder's students was a dentist. So he came up, he did Zhanzhuang medical research and for his patients and, for like over 30 years. So he came up with this idea, like, can we do the muscles tightening and loosening solely, like separately from E, to enhance the muscles? And this is how we're going to do. So without meditation, just sitting like that, and you still need to lift the head and then, spine and everything. You can put your hands just on the knees like that. It's all perfect. And then you just contract the left lower leg muscles, contract and let it go. Contract the muscle and let it go. Like 15 times. It's not easy, eh? Because I didn't feel, okay, good, better. Oh, nice. Nice. And then contract the thigh muscles, just the thigh muscles, contract the thigh muscles and then let them go. One leg or both legs, fine. Not working.
And I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, I know, that's the trick.
I'm like,
Mm-hmm. Good. Not bad. Everyone can contract the muscle, and some of you guys couldn't for now. So, and then you contract the both thigh muscles and the calf muscles at the same time. It's really simple and direct. You practice muscles without any risk to hurt your joints. And this is extremely effective to enhance your leg power. You could do this while, walking. You can do this anytime. You don't have to make time for this exercise. And then you contract the butt muscles. Contract butt muscles. It's like you're bouncing on the. Yeah, contract only the butt muscles like 15 times. Good. Better, eh? So the first time you guys wouldn't. Now, yeah, just a little bit of practice. If you couldn't control, the muscles, if your brain can't let the muscles be working this way, That means you have to work on it. You might think it's not how hard it is to contract the muscle, but it is hard, especially if you want to be really good at it. Yeah, sure. Then you contract all of them. Leg muscles, butt muscles. Yes, good. So basically, younger people don't need this as bad as elderly people. At a certain point, we will be elderly. All of us will be elderly. So we might need to this exercise later. But if you do this from now on, you would always have healthy legs, always. So I mentioned a few times, if you don't continue the standing exercise for some reason after I'm gone, you should always do this. This is good. You don't have to make time. If you work in front of a desk or computer, and of course, when you're standing, if you're a host in a restaurant, you stand all the time, you can do the muscles tightening and loosening at the same time, right? So it's the same idea. If you're driving, little bit butt muscle tightening instead of the whole legs, because you're gonna need, you have to be safe, right? So, but a little bit bouncing on the bottom, it's always helpful. You will never get hemorrhoids. That's for sure. And if you have hemorrhoids, this will fix the problem without any medicine or surgery. This one will help. Because when you do this thing, especially when you contract the butt muscles, you feel the area is also working, the muscles. So this is called muscles as one. Everyone can contract the muscle. The matter is how good you are at contracting your muscles. If you could contract all your muscles at a time, and especially when you contract them, your muscles are like as hard as rocks and then loose. That is not just for health. This is to develop explosive power. Because when we want to strike later, we're going to need to contract the muscles, as we are doing this thing too. But once later you want to strike a punch, all the muscles will be involved, and you would need to have that. And in Chinese martial art, we say we separate the muscles from the bones. To separate them. So standing there, your bones are just the structures, and your muscles are just hanging. It's like a hanger. Is it to hang clothes? What's that? Is it hanger?
Yes.
Okay, it's like a hanger, and your muscles are just hanging there. They're separate, so that they're loose and relaxed, and 100% relaxed, 100% ready for a situation. The muscles, if you want to get loose, you need to tighten the muscles. So the muscles being loose is from the muscles tightening and loosening exercise. Yeah, this is best. You can also, of course, contract the foot muscles a little bit too, right? Because it's probably easier when you do that. So, and then, especially, if you have had a knee injury or knee surgeries, you want to recover, this is helpful. Because you don't practice the joint, the bones are separated. So you do this, and the blood and qi is gonna. This is blocked here. They're just going to flash. It's easy. This one easy. Everyone can pick up this exercise. Please stop contracting the muscles and still sit this way, and then lift your hand like the standing posture. Yeah.
This sitting posture with our hands up, are we still
You see these the other people? See? Sure, just a sec. Go ahead.
My question is, are we still tensing the lower half of our bodies?
Oh no. Just stop that. Just keeping the posture. I will just need to take a video and I'll continue. With this posture, of course, you could still do that thing. You can experience at home or later. Let's do something else. I want you guys to experience more. With this posture, and please try to stand up, but as soon as your butt is about to leave the chair, drop. Yeah, don't let them be off the chair. Just, slightly bounce in and sit. So you try to stand up. Right now we are doing the sitting stances. The muscles are being tightened and loosened naturally. You don't even need to think about them. Holding the posture and doing this is a really good supplemental exercise to the standing postures. In the very beginning, you could, probably only stand 20 or 30 minutes by yourself. With a group of people, easier to get 1 hour, but by yourself, probably 20 minutes. And then you can sit down, do this for like 10, 20 minutes to make, the whole time, like 45 minutes or 1 hour. We tend to say standing 1 hour is our daily goal, but I think 45 minutes is like, good enough. Minimum dose is 30 minutes a day, I would say, to keep you. Yichuan or the standing exercise is really, really simple. Like, it's really simple, but you're practicing a lot. There's a lot of exercise without much, effort, not so much. Do a few more minutes. Tired? Tired? Are you tired? Okay. This can be. Yeah, so you don't have to, yeah.
I have to really concentrate to let my thigh muscles relax. They stay stiff both directions, then I have to relax, then go. No, what was difficult or
No.
activated.
I would just stand up and sit. Whatever muscle is engaged, I just stand and sit. And of course, you could just put your palms on the knees and still standing, right? Standing up. And we are really sitting now, and you're doing the standing exercise still. So you are standing. You don't have to visualize that, but you're standing. You feel like you are standing. That's it. This is still standing exercise. Even for the lying down stances, you lie down on the bed or floor, you're still standing. You don't forget about like you're standing. You're always standing. It's magical. It's magical. Like it's just. Because the body is fully engaged, and the movement, the full body movement.
If you have your arms up and then you put them down, does that break like the chi and you have to like build it back up again?
It's okay. Put them in knees. It's all right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. You're welcome. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, just to stand up, and then we don't need to contract the muscles. Do you get my point? Like we don't need to intentionally contract the muscles as what we did before. This one is just stand up. All the muscles will be engaged in a natural way. So we just stand up. Stand up. Yeah. Yeah, better, right? Now the muscles are more engaged than. Good. Good. If you think about it, it's actually the same idea. We didn't need to stand up to get the muscles engaged because we want to just contract here and there and all of that. This one is just a good example of the meditation. Sometimes easier. Like you do the meditation, you just stand up, and they are all engaged. Without the meditation, it's sort of a little bit hard, right? Like it's not working. And also, if you do this, and then of course, and that, and then later you will be able to contract any muscles you want, especially the legs and butt muscles. It will be more, so to speak, much healthier. Healthier and healthier. That's the correct English. So your lower back should be still loosened. You don't use strength from the lower back. Basically, the power is still coming from the feet pushing the ground. Now this might feel different. Some of you might have just using the lower leg muscles too. It's a whole body thing. A little push it. You can adjust the feet wherever you want to put, a little bit closer, a little bit further. It's the way wherever you feel most comfortable to push the ground and then let the force going forward. Not just the butt bouncing or the lower back muscles is providing the power. So the lower back muscles are still loosened like Zhanzhuang, like the standing posture. And I believe, of course, don't take it literally. They are engaging too. It can't be like 100% loose, I suppose, you know. But this is not the engine. All the movement and the standing postures, the lower back is supposed to be loose, relaxed, so that the hips connected. Once the hips connecting, the upper body and the lower body, the body is fully unified. Take a break. Take a break. Stop doing that and just putting, yeah, like that posture. Take a break. Still funny when I think about the pepper ball. That must have been so confusing for Caroline. Did it take really 3 days for you to figure out? Why did you? Why did you just ask? Purple is even more confusing. Like what's the matter with colors, right?
I got it when you said rubber ball.
Ah. Ah.
When you're in this position, do you have to like be mindful of like the weight and like putting weight through your legs, or are you just relaxed?
Oh, relax. So now that's a good question. Of course, you can keep this posture and doing the standing up, but we did for like 10 minutes. Now we need to take a break. So any posture you keep now is for relaxing. And this, thank you for bringing that up, because this comes to a really important concept in our teaching method is like resting and practicing. Like resting is as important as practicing. So every once in a while, you need to rest the muscles. And when you let the muscles rest and relax, they will be better to engage later. So always, even when you're standing, of course, you do the leaning and this and that. Every once in a while, just empty the mind. Keep it as long as the posture is correct. Have a break. Just have a break, nothing. Just keeping the posture, nothing. Let them rest for a while. And then you do, I mentioned the tree, right? You pull the tree, especially that one. You pull the tree, push the tree, pull. That's like more work. And every once in a while, just stay in a posture and have a rest. So resting and practicing. If you're always practicing, good for you. You can do this for an hour, good for you. But that's the harder way to improve, actually. In the beginning, it's probably good because you want to still push a little bit limit. You want to be able to stand longer and stronger. You want to do if you are able to do them, of course, that's good. But later, you have to learn to rest. If you do this all, let's say 3 years or 5 years, all the time like that, this is we said dumb way to improve. You're working harder, but not smart enough. You got to rest. So, and I did exercise with you, right? I told you to do this and told you to do that. But when I do mine, if you observe me, or just like that, right? But everything is still there because every once in a while it's relaxed. I want you to do this, and now I did this because just want you to know that, right? Want you to know what's next. But you still always never forget resting. Resting is really important. Yeah, relax. We're gonna do something harder than that, so little more relax, little more rest. So you sit towards backward a little bit because you're gonna lift the feet off the ground like that, and reaching your toes like that. And this is away. This is always away. This is the basic posture, and let's rotate like that. So we did this. Yeah. Now we just really sit it, and then the toes are reaching, and then stand. Stand and drop, stand and drop, stand and drop. Good job. Yeah. No need to straighten the knees. Yeah, so the joints are always bent.
You want to create resistance with your feet, and just point them out.
I'll just point them out. Yes, yes. Like as wide as the shoulders, like that. Yeah, like standing. This is harder, but more engaging, more muscles engaging. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you. Thank you.
When you're doing this, do you want to keep in mind like a unified body type thing? Like you want to.
Yeah, as long as you try to stand up,
Happens naturally.
yeah, the full body is engaging. Okay. Last 40 minutes of this 3-hour session. We're going to do some movements. So I mentioned Yichuan has 7 steps. The first one is standing. A lot of contents, lying down, sitting, and then different hand postures, a lot of contents, and even different foot steps. We'll only talk about parallel step. And then the next step is called force testing. It's just a term. And then force testing is that we do a slow movement like this one. I will do instructions later. It's just a slow movement while the whole body being fully unified. When I do a slow movement like this, if I pause anywhere, it's a standing posture. I could do this as a standing posture. I could do this as a standing posture. I could, of course, do this. They are all standing postures. Every frame of the movement is the standing posture, but we don't really need to do them because that would be millions of stances. We only do those ones that standard typical. But this is the theory. We connected stances together. It's same thing like a film. Take 24 pictures a second and then play them. They become a film. So we do this very, very slow. Because in the standing exercise, we were developing power, unified power. And now we try to see if we are still unified in the slow movement. If not so much, we go back to standing. So let me tell you how to do this. We start from here with this posture, like standing in the waist deep water, and we're pressing our palms gently, pressing on a big ball that's floating on the water, and we're going to give it a little bit press and then lift. So when we press, we'll lean backward a little bit and then lift the ball upward, up to the eyebrow level, and then press with the palm heels into the water, and then again lift and press. Lift. Yes, press. When we lift the ball, we lean forward. When we press the ball, we lean backward. Remember that we're doing this with the body and not the hands. The hands are just corresponding. It's the body that's providing, it's the body providing the power. So we still, when leaning forward and backward, the feet is pushing the ground, and then the resistance from the ground come all the way to the palms so that we could lift and press. First, the important part of the movement is you need to feel the resistance. When you lift the ball, the gravity is a resistance. And when you press, the floating, because you're pressing the ball into the water. So the resistance must be there. And in order to feel the resistance, you have to be slow. Slower, better. The more slowly, the easier for you to feel the resistance. You could go small circles like this. Not this fast, but I'm just showing the small. You could do small circles like this. You could be doing middle circles. You could be doing the big circles. The big circles is like the eyebrow, up to eyebrow, and lower up to the belly button, which is the right range. So you lift really, really slow, like this, slow, like this, like this slow, like it's so heavy, like iron ball. And then you press. Big giants, so big, the floating is so strong that you need to use the full strength, full body strength. Good. Yeah, when we are lifting the ball, the palm, I like to keep the palms like grabbing two jars, going like that, because a little bit of tension on the fingers also helps you to feel the resistance. When going downward, you pop with the palm heels, and then grabbing fingers, palm. So your body leads the movement. Your body provides the movement of the body, provides the power. The body is like engine. Your hands are like wheels. The body is like a car engine, and then
should your muscles be engaged, like
Yeah, yes, yeah, a little bit would be helpful. It's this circle. No, when you go forward from here to here, and then backward. Yeah. So we always in Yichuan basically everything goes to the same direction like that. So you could imagine if you go backward and you go forward, and then you press and lean, press and lean backward. Sorry, when you go back, now you go backward, right? So you lean backward and press. So it's like this. So it's like I press, right? I use the body to lean backward and press.
Back and then forward.
Yeah, it's like forward is like lifting. So like you need to use to can you put your hands just a little bit of resistance? It's like I go forward, not just hands. The body is going increasing and leaning forward. And when I go backward, it's not so easy. I need to lean and like that, like I need to lean like that. So, like you said, a little bit of stiffness, a little bit, intention. Doing this, going forward, and then press palm heels. And just lean forward, lean backward, and press. Lean backward, not this. It's hard.
So
It's,
keep the back straight.
Yeah. It's like that if it helps. So let me stand here. Watch closely. Let's add a little bit. So I'm going to lift the ball, and at this moment I'm going to press. Right at this moment I'm going to press, and at this moment you're going to feel that a burning iron. At here you got to. As soon you touch that, and then you immediately return. As soon as you touch it, you immediately return.
Towards Bali.
Mm-hmm. It's a similar idea as the other day we were saying. The springs breaking, you touch, breaking, touch. So for this movement, we did this standing, right? There's actually this standing too. This is easy. I didn't include in the instructions, but this is the same thing. We are connecting this one. We are connecting them. 3 basic postures. So take a break, loosen a little bit, relax a little bit. So now we're going to do this. Going return and there, return to this posture. This is another posture that we didn't include. It's easy, just relaxing with hands like that. And now we're just going connect from this, and this. So return, 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 return. End of this is burning iron. Touch touch that, return. Touch that, return. That's right. Touch that, return. Caroline, can you stand in the front and do the same way you're doing now? Don't be nervous. Don't think too much. It's just connecting the three postures. But at the end of it, you got to return. Like, oh, so it's burning, hurting. You got to, yes. This is towards Bali, which is force releasing. The third step. The slow motions that we did is the second step. Good. I like the hand posture. End of that is like this. Yeah. And yeah, the standing posture. Good. It will take some time for the body to be perfectly unified, but I can see this is really good movement.
Are we moving the body up, or are we moving the body forward?
A little bit upward too. You're doing so good, Caroline. I'll take you as a disciple next time I'm here. It's fine. Let's start from standing, because I think one or two might be still coming. Start from standing. The basic posture, once again, concentrate, loosen the whole body, and breathe naturally. Separate the feet as wide as the shoulders. Keep them parallel to each other. Feel free to point the toes outward. And then slightly bend the knees. Imagine sitting on a one-legged stool and lifting the head up. And slowly put up the arms, fingers pointing to each other, bend the thumbnails. Elbows are over 90 degrees, slightly over 90 degrees. Imagine embracing a big paper ball in front of the chest. We keep 70% on embracing, 30% on expanding. Imagine slightly squeezing a rubber ball between the knees. We want to keep 60% of the body weight below the waist, 40% above the waist, which is why the lower ball is heavier than the upper ball. We will imagine standing in the waist deep water. It's also helpful to keep more qi, blood, body weight below the waist level. So the sitting and the lifting is a contradiction force. Embracing and expanding are another pair of contradiction forces. They are opposite to each other, and they are helping to reach the fine line, I guess. I hope that's a good expression here. The contradictions is contradiction is a concept in Chinese philosophy. Loosen your lower back muscles. There shouldn't be any tension there. Straighten the lower back. Straighten the back of the neck. And then lean your body forward and backward slowly. Keep your belly round and loose. Keep the mouth slightly open. Keep a gentle smile on the face. If your eyes are open, you look straight forward and try to look far away from the surroundings. You look through the walls, through the buildings, all the way towards the end of the universe. So you are extending your body to the environment. Initially, we search the unified force within the body, and then we extend, we connect the body, we connect the body, our body, to the environment. Good. Higher, but this is lower. Okay. Expand. Yes. This and this, like they're holding, squeezing a pencil. And if I pull, I couldn't. If I push in, yes, it's another contradiction. Good. Resist, expanding. Yes. Good. Probably a little bit more. Just like that. Yeah, a little bit tucking. Resist, resist. Yeah. So it's always there. Good. But not so strong without the pressure. I give you pressure, you resist harder, but when you do practice, mostly relaxed. But ready, it's always there. Yes, yes. That's the idea. Resist. Mm-hmm. If I pull, you pull. If I squeeze, you, yes. Always against. Thumbnail and the little finger. They're gently squeezing a pencil. Pencil. Feel free to do the E of on a boat. The boat is swaying and bobbing on the water, and you're standing on the boat. Do the movement, full body movement, instead of leaning forward and backward. Now you're leaning towards all directions, any direction. Bigger movement, big sized movement, or smaller sized movement. can tucking a little bit more. Good. Let's see if you could roll the tailbones. Yes, and then this is more straightened. But still, don't lean too much. Yes, yes. Good. There's another one. Let's go quickly. There's another one for this posture. It's called hand on the foot. Yeah, if you're tired, lower your hands. I want you guys to experience more, so I go quick mode. So you imagine two ants, each of them running underneath your foot, and you don't let the ants get away from your foot, but you let them run randomly, freely. So anytime the ant runs to the edge of your foot, you quickly shift more body weight, like press the ground, so let it return, and now you're moving, the whole body you're moving towards the same thing as on the boat, towards all directions randomly. I could also say chaotically, with quick shift, quick body weight shift on your feet. If you do it like this way, like Abdel and Hosh, if you're doing this way, it's fine for a while, but then you have to take rest. So resting is important. It's like, don't do that for like 10, 15 minutes or 1 hour. That would be too much. So that's that. That's the three basic training for this posture. This is called expanding and embracing posture. You can lower your hands to, this or this, anything that we did. Relaxed, not doing anything because we've done a lot of exercise. Right now, even if you just keep any posture, without any training, you are still doing a great exercise because we did too much before. So now the qi and the blood is there. Without doing all of that, if we just start this for today, and you keep the posture and not training yi, we call this empty stances or dead stances. You're not moving, you're keeping the posture. They're least efficient, least effective, cost much more time. But when your body has been fully activated, then now, this is actually fine. So I wanted you guys, so this is the last session, so I wanted especially, this is their first time, so to experience everything. So that's the three basic training yi. In the lake, on a boat, and on the foot for that stance. So take a break. I think we should, let's walk. Take a break. I'll do there are other training yi for this one. I'm not going to include it. So if you're interested, go to the YouTube channel. They were mentioned yesterday, the tree. On the YouTube channel, I have titled Day 1 in Bisbee, full class recording, Day 2, Day 3, Day 4. It's easy to look at them. Long video, 1 hour, 2 hours, long video. So let's walk. Let's practice the friction steps. It's also called mud dragging steps because we're going to imagine standing in the mud. So extend your hand towards here. You could also put your hands in front to save space probably for today. Put them here, like the posture we did. Put them here. The hands being this way or this way, they'll help for the balance. Okay, either here or there. Let's start from here for today. And then remember that all the body is still in the standing posture, lifting, sitting, right? Everything is there. And then shift all the body weight to one foot. The other foot is, we call this is moving foot. This one is supporting foot or supporting leg or moving leg. So this one, you need to be able to move freely. Now we start from this posture, start from here, the feet off the ground, and the leg is slightly behind the supporting leg. And then we start to extend the foot in a curve. Okay, just say. Start from here in a curve like this, right? Like this. Touch with toes. Always touch with toes, then heels. So let's go back. Imagine standing in the mud up to the heels, up to the knees, and then we extend and feel the mud, feel the resistance, touch the ground. And going back again. We imagine that the legs are tied, the knees are tied by a string, and your ankle, the moving ankle, the ankle of the moving foot is tied to a sandbag that's behind you. You're going to need to drag the bag, and also when you move, your foot is rolling a stick underneath on the floor, so your feet is always parallel to during the movement. Okay, let's do again. Extend, rolling a stick, and then touch the ground with toes and then heels, and then carefully shift all the body weight to the front foot, and then we pull the back foot. Pull it and rolling the stick, drag the sandbag, extend the springs between the knees, and then touch with toes and then heels, and then shift our body weight carefully to the front foot. When you are ready, like 95% on the front foot, you pull the back foot and roll the stick, drag the sandbag, and of course pull the strings between the legs. First squeeze the strings and then push, extend the spring. And then again, then we can return the same thing. We pull the front foot and roll the stick, drag, squeeze the spring and then pull the spring apart, and then touch the ground with toes and then heels slightly, carefully. Shift the body weight to the back foot, and 95% or 100% on this one, and then you pull, touch, shift the body weight to the back foot, and then pull the front foot again, roll. Feel the resistance. We did a little bit of hand movement in the morning. That's first testing of the arms, upper body. This one is first testing of the legs and feet. So they're the same thing. So the resistance is most important in the beginning. You have to feel the resistance. If there's no resistance, you're not doing them correctly. In order to feel the resistance, the spring between the knees, the sandbag, and walking in the mud. That's the old name is mud dragging steps. So you walk in the mud, and also friction steps. Frictions, like resistance. Try to do a few more minutes. The body, to be more specific, it's the spine that leads the movement going forward or backward, which is why I press here for you. They tend to respond more when you have a little. Yes, so. The foot is always parallel to the ground when moving. You're rolling a stick. Yes, yes. Yes, it's here that motivates the movement. Here, and then pull. Ah, good. How come? Another thing about standing exercise, in case I forget, if you wear glasses, this exercise can help improve the eyesight. So you should remove the glasses when doing the standing exercise. It will help more. But for the classes, I wear them too so that we can see. But yeah, feel free to try. When the glasses are on your eyes, the eyeballs, they're just adjusting to the glasses. Like there has a certain degree. It's over there. It's always tense, the eyeballs. Without the glasses, especially when we do, the training and try to look far and that, and also the muscles tightening and loosening, there will be blood and qi will be coming here too. And also there is the muscles tightening and loosening for the eyeballs too. So they help improve. That's for sure, because I had that. I was able to not wear glasses when I was learning the thing, when I spent the 3 months, like 6 hours a day, 3 months in the school. But then I, like everyone else, I have to work in front of a computer all the time, and it gets worse again. But it's not a big deal if you wear glasses all life, right? It's not, but if you want to improve, they can. This exercise can. Okay, so the resistance here is really important. So once again, this movement we were doing is called force testing. But when the foot are fixed, it's mainly just the foot force testing of your arms and hands, like upper body. And this is without hands move. This is force testing of the legs and the feet. Now, so resistance is the most important thing. And then later we can combine your hand and feet. Of course, when you get more advanced, more flexible, more freely, you can combine force releasing or punching, all that into this thing. It's called health dance. It's good. So in order to be able to do that, you have to do a lot of this before you are able to integrate your hand movement. So let's continue to do this exercise a little bit harder. Now, when you touch the ground with toes, I want you to touch 3 times. You imagine that you're walking on a thin ice. The ice may break any time. So when you touch with your toes, you give it a little bit push on the ice 3 times, gentle, harder, much harder, to make sure the ice is okay to step on. It's okay for you to move forward. When you're ready, like 1, 2, 3, okay? Heels, and shift the more body weight carefully to the front foot. When shifting the body weight, the ice may still cracking, still hear the sound. Be careful. So when you shift the body weight, the ice may break too. Now then, because it's ready, right? We shift all the body weight here. We know the ice is steady. We go forward. We pull 3 times. The back foot is like stuck in the mud. You pull 3 times with the full body, not just the legs. The shoulders is also working like 1, 2, 3. The 3rd time, as soon as it's pulled up, you slide the stick and extend until here. You touch 3 times again. 1, gently, harder, much harder, so it's safe. You go again, carefully, and pull 3 times. 1, it's stuck. You can pull 5 times if you want. You want to feel the resistance. You couldn't pull then. And then touch 1, 2, even more carefully, like 1. Like you're always ready to reverse. Like, okay, so now let's go again. Ready again, and I go 3 times or 1 time. Okay. And now I go around here. I slightly touch on the ice. Okay. And I touch a little bit harder. Okay, it's cracking. I have to get away from that. That's how you reverse. That's a better way to reverse the directions. Touch, oh, get away. No 3 times, no touching, and just get away. Get away, and then walk again. It's the same thing when you go backward, like pull 3 times. Like 1, 2, it's stuck. Not ready, so okay. You touch. 1, 2, 3, it's fine. So, hui, hui. Everybody take a break. Take a break, relax. I'm gonna ask each of you to walk in the center and share danding. Can you go first? I think you're sure. Good. And then walk for a bit and then return. No pressure. And then share your opinions, how you do it. Feel free to take a seat. Good job. Can you anything you want to say will be helpful.
Yeah, it was really, and not picking up this foot until I knew that I was doing things, breaking it down.
Good, thank you. Anyone else wanna? Sure. Walk towards the camera, please, because you're gonna see you on the videos. Can you pull 3 times and touch 3 times? Can you pull 3 times and touch? Yes, yeah. Yes. Pull the back foot 3 times and then lift. Next step, please reverse. Next step. As soon as you touch, when you touch, you need to, yes. When you pull, all the feet are on the ground. Heels are still on the ground. When you pull, the first 2 times, you couldn't pull. Good, thanks. Do you want to share anything that's helping you to do the exercise or anything? Or anything that you don't understand?
How does it look?
Not as good as standings. To be honest. It takes practice. But no pressure, eh? No hard feelings. Caroline, you wanna please? Just take and touch and put the heel on the ground. Now you're ready. Don't do anything but shift the body weight to the front foot. All the body weight, all the way to the front foot. Until when you're ready, pull that 95% on the front foot or 100% on the front foot, and then you pull. And touch 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just take. Toes, heels, and then shift carefully, slowly, and then pull. Yes. So all the body weight is still on this, still here, still on this leg, still on this touch, still on this leg, touch, still on this leg. Okay, no heel. Now shift. At this moment, as soon as this was landing, all the body weight is still here, and then you shift the body weight from here. Yeah. So what you did before this was the body weight shift was too quick. So it's hard. So it's harder. This way is easier. So do it again. Let's see. Okay, yes. Touch and go back. Good. Yeah, good. And then pull. 1, 2, 3. Touch. 1, 2, 3. Heels first. And then shift the body weight. Slowly. And then pull. Basically, we pull 1 foot, eh? We don't pull 2 feet. The supporting foot is always so balanced. So, this one you can move like freely anywhere. Because all the body weight are here, right? That's the idea. So when you pull, only pull this leg, not pulling 2 legs. Just pull this. This one is fixed supporting, and pull. Yes. Yeah, even when you touch most of the body weight or all the body weight are still here. So you can, eyes cracking, you reverse. That's how you reverse, right? When you touch, if you already shift the body weight to here, you drop into the eyes holes, right? So always, the weight is always here until it's safe and you put your heel on the ground. At this moment, still 98% of the weight is still here. So that's how you can reverse it. And then when you're ready, this is safe, it's okay. Like I say, you have to be careful because I say touch and go back, right? You could also do this like, oh, this is safe, and I'm going to shift my body to the back, to this one, a little bit, but because when you shift the body weight, it's still the eyes, that may cause the eyes to break. So, touch and go. Right? Touch this one, touch the back, and then go. Good. Yes, please. At that circumstance, like touch really go, then you don't really need to touch 3 times. It's like, so you can go actually a bit faster to make it even real. Like you touch, backward, touch, like, good job, actually, good job. Only if you, go ahead.
So, I had a question. So what made Hoshes not as good as dandies? Because I don't really...
You didn't understand, huh? Just observation. Nothing serious. So I like dandings and also Carolines because I think they're really doing what I was telling you guys to do. You want to be careful, you want to touch 3 times and you pull 3 times. You didn't sucking or expand, you're just doing the E, not the requirement of the E, that's it. You do full. You don't need to add anything. You don't need to add more strength. Don't do too much. That's right. I think that's it. You pull 3 times and touch 3 times. And Hosh was touching this way. Because you asked a question and I really didn't like that because I asked you to touch 3 times. 3 times. You were touching this way. I have it on camera, so if you don't believe me, let's go check. You want to improve, you listen to what I say, you do what I say, and then later, that's how you improve. when too much, and he's used to, really used to like too much. You give yourself like a hard time, like you're so afraid of doing wrong, that kind of thing. That's my feeling from your practice. And sometimes you have to be wrong to be correct. You can't be right in the very beginning, right? You just do the same thing. It's okay if you lose your balance. You think that's a humiliation or or anything like. It's okay you lose the balance, right? And also the legs, because you guys basically most of you guys are beginners. You haven't done enough standing exercise. Your legs are so weak. We are not supposed to do this exercise actually, but I'm only here for a week, right? What else can I do? Just let you guys standing all the time with me for a week. Who knows when I will come back? I may never come back, seriously speaking. So I want you to experience, because we are doing it, we want to do it correctly, right? As correctly as possible. So I check, not taking you as a beginner. You want to be right, you want to do it right. I hope I answered your question, and I hope I didn't offend you. And I hope I didn't spoil you and you. So I said, beginners sometimes have beginner's luck. They tend to do things like even more correctly because they don't have much there, right? Especially you didn't have any Yichuan or martial art experience. You just follow how hard it is to do this simulation. No, I think we all have walked on ice when we were kids playing around. I dropped into the ice holes a few times, not this thick, but just, wet everything and then start a fire in the woods, try to dry the shoes so that when I go home, the parents wouldn't give me a hard time, but never ever was able to dry the shoes, the wet shoes in winter with tiny fire. So careful, right? So I mentioned the story that I was holding this the other day. It's in you.
Yeah, I can see what I was doing was come here and then push, and you wanted me to go, right?
Yes. A simple requirement that you failed. I said so many times, I did the demonstration here so many times, like three times here. I think it was pretty clear enough. Because I'm going to take him as my disciple, so I'm hard on him. That's right. If he didn't, I wouldn't say you're not as good as standing. It's just, you a good job. You did a good job as everyone else. So now that I'm here, don't you guys want to work a little bit? Maybe I can give a little bit direct. Yeah, go ahead. We have plenty of time. So remember what I said, eh? Yeah, until you're ready. Shift the body weight. Then yes. Good. Good job. It was really good. Really good. Yeah, so all you have to do is just, a few points that I was mentioning all the time. Please. The best part of George's movement is that he is really slow and the pace is steady. Watch from when he slides the feet. The more slowly, the better. Sometimes you tend to do the slide more quickly because your legs is not strong enough. The supporting leg is not strong enough for you to do that. So you can do the muscles as one exercise, and of course the standing exercise. They will enhance the muscles and the leg powers. Yeah, good job. Can you say anything you want to say? What's helping you, and what do you do?
I just try to think all my center of gravity on supporting legs just try to keep it very far away.
Yeah, good, thanks. And yes, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Like, if you need a little bit touch to keep the balance, feel free to do that. There's no, because what we are doing is the same thing, right? Keep the balance. If you are losing balance somehow, you did a little bit that, a little bit here, they're all fine. Very steady. Go ahead. It's the same idea as when I was doing this and that for the movement. I want to feel here first before I see the movement. So the spine, which also, of course, we can say whole body. The whole body, the spine, leads the movement. That's right. All right. Good job. Good job, Ollie. No, so no. Take a break.
Clearly,
this, and it shows in how much material was transmitted, how clear, and willingness for each of us, to completely enjoy the fundamentals, because that's what we're talking about. 90% of Yichuan is Zhanzhuang, and you've all done it and expressed an appreciation for it and a willingness to continue practicing. So I'm very grateful. You all honor me a great deal by showing up the way that you have for him. So we have talked about continuing this group now, my relationship with Song, how we will stay connected, and how we as a group can continue studying, those of you who want to continue studying this art together in a very systematic, honoring the fundamentals, because none of us wants a plaything. It's rare in life. I'm hoarse from the cold. This is a real thing, as you all have experienced. This is a real thing. There are many things in the world that are plastic. What's that?
Surface?
Yes, surface. This is a very real thing. I know this. That's why I've devoted myself to it. And now you are all beginning to see that. When you find a real thing, it's a treasure. You have to hold it and let it hold you. So my sincere hope moving forward is that many of you will continue. If all of you, great. But if many of you will continue, working, I can be your guide. He is our teacher, and I'm your friend in this journey if you want to take this journey. So, and I will tell you, after 26 years and 3 years with Song, it is worth it. It is worthwhile.